Hello there, welcome back to my channel. So a couple more days ago I posted a video on emotional affairs. You can check it out here, and a loyal subscriber asked me 3 follow-up questions on the video, and I'm going to answer them as best as I can. The first question he asked was, why is an emotional affair considered to be an affair anyway, since it does not involve physical intimacy? An emotional affair is an affair for 2 reasons only. The first reason is that it's an emotional attachment you give to another person other than your wife or your husband. A person feels closer to another person other than their spouse, and they may even begin to feel sexual tension or chemistry build up between them. You invest emotional attachment to this other person, leading to a build-up of confidentiality and trust to shut everyone else out to an appreciable limit when it comes to your emotional availability and exclusivity. So when you shut out that door of emotional attachment to your spouse and open it up to another person, it is an absolute betrayal and infidelity. 2. Emotional affairs are shrouded in secrecy. They are carried out in secret. You now begin to text whoever it is in secret, you call them in secret, you meet them up in secret, you tweet them up in secret. You begin to hide your calls, your conversations, your interactions with such a person from your spouse. And even though it gives you absolute gratification and a sense of security, you conveniently hide it from your spouse. And anything done in secret from your spouse is a lie, and that is cheating. Now, the second question he asked was, how do you know you are beginning to court an emotional affair? Well, the same signs apply for when you are falling in love with your spouse. They become your preoccupation. They are in your thoughts. Every waking moment, you cannot wait to have the next conversation with them. You cannot wait to call them and tell them that important thing in your life. So much so that when it comes to intimacy, you're not concerned about your spouse anymore, but about that other person. When you begin to think about this other person, you immediately begin to hate your spouse, and your spouses become all the things that you don't like at all in this world. And this other person is an excellent version of your spouse, and you wish they were in your life and your spouse wasn't. When you begin to have these feelings around anybody and for anybody, you know that you're beginning to court an emotional affair with that person. Now, the third and final question is, how do you stop an emotional affair? You must come to terms with the reality that you are getting emotionally attached to another person other than your spouse. Come to terms with that reality and realize that it is a no-no. Emotional attachment, if you are married, is exclusive reserve of your spouse. The next thing you do is that completely cut out all ties of communication with this other person. Delete their contact, stop texting them, stop tweeting them, stop messaging them, stop calling them in secret, stop trying to meet them up in secret. Kill the urge to contact them and frustrate their efforts to contact you. Let them understand that it is over in no uncertain terms. End the relationship absolutely. And don't feel a sense of pity. Don't go guilt-tripping yourself or the other person. Have a heartfelt communication with your spouse. Discuss what is working for your relationship, what is not working for a relationship. Evaluate the dynamics of your relationship and come to an amicable resolve and stick to those resolves. Because trust might have been broken, you now begin to build up and work around your trust again. Do whatever they want you to do to prove you are really ready and are now committed to your relationship again. You know, you might be surprised how quickly your love will rekindle, because it's an old flame anyway. You marry that person, there's something special about them. It is still there, probably just covered by all the encumbrances of life. Find your spark back and enliven your relationship. Now, when you have admitted you are cheating, you've shut out communication with this other person, you've opened back the doors of communication with your spouse, and it is still difficult for your spouse to accept that you have changed and you're ready to commit to a long-term relationship, you have to now see a professional to help you deal with the issue at hand. So I hope I've answered your questions.